Hi, I'm Candy, the oldest.
I'm Mark the middle.
And Marjorie, the youngest. And this is Them Dolcy Siblings podcast.
How we doing? How
Welcome.
we doing? How we doing? How y'all living?
Doing all
All right, all right, all
right.
right.
That's right. That's
Yes.
right. How y'all feeling? What's going on with you guys?
Man,
Yo, it's cold. That's all I got to say.
freezing.
Listen, it was so cold this morning. I was like, I had to go run to Publix this morning to get eggs to make for breakfast, and I was like, "Yo, son, it is so cold."
Yeah.
Like,
It makes no sense. I don't know what's going on. Did y'all see what happened in Russia?
No,
The
what happened in
snowstorm?
Russia?
they had a
No.
snowstorm.
It is like a snowstorm apocalypse over there. And
Word.
like in the image that they posted, they said, this is not AI. We're talking about
We had to let you know.
Gotta let you know. Hey
This is
man, it's
not
getting real.
AI.
It's so
You
real.
know
We need to
people
let y'all
will
know.
say,
yes, like so much snow that like they have apartment buildings that are like multiple stories high. I mean, snow reaching up to the second floor in some areas, snow literally covering cars by several feet, snow
wow.
in one area covering multiple floors on one side of a
I'm talking about
living apartment building, and they saying like there's many avalanches happening.
that's
It's crazy.
for why? For why?
I feel like
said,
the earth
"For
is
why?"
really trying to cool down. All this global warming, the earth is like, we
Cool off.
need to cool off.
Cool off.
Hot.
Cool off.
Girl, I woke up this morning and it was like 30, I think it was 32 last night here.
Yep. Oh, it was 20 up here.
What?
Wow. Mark said,
Girl.
what?
Yeah.
What?
Last week, last Thursday night, we had a freeze warning because the temperatures dropped down to the 20. And then last night as well, we also had another freeze warning up until like 10 a.m. this morning because it was like in the 20s.
Like, so I had to go check on some of my plants because it said it was going to be in the 30s last night. So I wasn't surprised, but it was supposed to be above freeze. So I was thinking like 34, 35. So I was like, all right, I ain't worried about my plants. They'll be all right. You know, usually if it freeze, then you're supposed to go and cover it. And it was like frost everywhere this morning.
Yeah.
Dang.
And so our avocado tree, you know, it's real young. That thing, them leaves are like shriveling up. They're like,
Oh.
You should
Then
have
the
brought him
mango-
into the garage.
girl, it's in the ground. It's in the ground. It's right next to it's in between the fence.
You
It's
see
in
what you
between
want to do about that is in the ground.
Yeah, girl, I can't bring that up. I'm not digging that thing up. I'm not digging that bad boy up.
I thought it was in a pot. My bad.
Nah,
You said it was a young plant. I figure it was in a pot.
Nah, that thing, yeah, it's in the ground. It's next to our fence and Eli's playground.
Okay.
So it's in the ground there, and then I went to go look at our mango tree, and I was like, I don't know. Now, hopefully it survives. I mean,
Y'all didn't cover it with anything?
now?
You're not covering it?
No, not now. Tonight's not gonna be. Tonight's gonna be in the 40s, so we good.
But you're not covering the plants?
You only need to cover it to protect it from the freeze. So it being cold is not an issue. It's protecting it from a freeze. So that's why they say if it goes below freezing, that's when you're supposed to cover it. I thought it was gonna be like 35. It was like 32, maybe even 30 last night.
Still, that's them tropical plants. And they're young. I think you still need to cover it when it's
and because
freezing.
So the mango the avocado tree, it's like the thing is still like a little twig sticking up. The blanket to crush it.
You gotta put some plastic.
Oh,
Plastic?
plastic.
Oh,
Yeah, you can put
Like a trait.
plastic.
I don't know. I ain't know. You should have told me, Marjorie.
You should
I don't know.
ask.
I think if you were to put a rod in the middle of the plant, like on
Like a
top of the
stake?
plant, like
Yeah,
a
to
stake,
support it.
and then put the blanket, like make it a teepee type thing.
Yeah,
and then wrap it so it wouldn't weigh on the plant versus
I feel you.
because it's so young. But I don't know if the plastic would have helped versus you definitely need something to hold moisture, which would be like a blanket.
So
Man, I have plants outside in my greenhouse. I haven't even checked on those. They
Ooh,
you don't love
terrible
them.
plant mom.
It
You
is
ain't
what it
checking on
is.
them? Oh,
Listen,
she said it is what it is.
it
So
is what
you
it
know what
is.
but you know what you could do if you buy the Christmas lights with the not the LED Christmas light, just the regular Christmas lights.
Mm-hmm.
Put them inside your thing and just put it on a timer outside. So if it gets cold, you can use that outside and it'll keep inside there warm.
It'll try to. I did
Oh.
that actually. I
Yeah.
sure did, and I just kept it on. I didn't have a timer. I just kept it on. But now
Okay.
it's like, yeah, whatever. I did that, and some of my stuff still died.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
But yeah, not everything, but some of it did. But
Aw.
yeah. Oh
Okay.
well,
Oh,
but it's so cold. I was in
Yeah.
southern Georgia this weekend, and I woke up to snow on Sunday morning.
How much snow? How much snow?
Everything was covered. I woke up in the morning.
Ooh.
My friend's daughter was like, "Miss Candy, take a look. There's snow outside." And I looked outside. I was like, "What?" And they live on an incline, like on a hill, and I can see all the homes. Their roof was full of snow, trees with snow, mountains in the background
like how much snow?
full of
Like just
snow.
like that much snow?
Maybe like on the ground enough to make a snowball.
So probably like
Okay.
6-7 inches.
That's a lot. Maybe like 3 inches.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
on the grass or on certain areas it did stick. On the
Mm-hmm.
road it did not stick, but on the
Mm-hmm.
grass, trees, rooftops, you can see that the snow did stick.
Listen.
And then we went in for breakfast, had breakfast, came back out so we can go out. All the snow
Ooh.
was gone.
Oh.
Listen, I like snow. I'm not living in that joint. I ain't got time for that. I'll go visit snow.
Oh.
Snow
But
is
you don't want to live
cool.
in it.
I
Have
don't think I
snow.
want to live in snow either, especially when it gets so cold and you end up having ice.
I'm not
Yeah.
trying
Black
to live.
ice and people be driving and having accidents.
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
not
think I
trying
want
to
Definitely
to do
live
that.
anywhere where consistently in the wintertime it drops below 40.
Right. And then you got to
Mm.
shovel. And then those winters be lasting. So you talking about anywhere from like November all the way into like
April.
March, April. You still
Oh,
dealing
yeah.
with that. I can't,
So
baby. I can't.
I don't like being cold, man.
Me
I
neither.
don't like being cold. Like even though like yeah, I can bundle up and be warm, but then you end up having so much stuff on you, and then you go into the building and now you hot because you got all these lit. I'm straight. That's too much
Yeah.
work.
It's a lot of work. Definitely a lot of work.
I said
Yeah.
I'll kick it in the South. I'll kick it up when I was getting my second degree and I was graduated from college. I had a job opportunity in Boston, and I was considering it, and I was like, "Yo, Boston, Boston is lit. I like Boston," but then I was like, "Oh no, it get cold," and I was like,
Very.
"No." Simply for that, like I was like, I had a really like a job opportunity. I can get it like starting like right away, and I was like, simply because it was cold, I was like, "Nah, I'm straight. I'm
Like I
straight."
said, I'm straight. I didn't know.
I didn't
I didn't know you
I
were
didn't
about to
have
live
I
in
didn't
Boston.
I didn't have another job opportunity. I had nothing else lined up. That was the only one, and I was like, something to come up. God got something for me.
Where it's warm.
What's new in your socials?
And
It's
our
new in the
social?
group chat.
On the socials, yeah.
Well, I know in the group chat, I thought it was quite interesting. In our sibling group chat, Mark, you sent me a video with a special someone opening up a gift. I thought that
Oh,
was very unique, you know. So I sent a gift to my nephew in the
yeah.
summer for his birthday. He didn't open it up until after January.
6 months later,
So
baby.
I thought maybe it was an old video of him opening up my gift. And so when I called you about I was like, was this an old video or was this recent? And you shared that it was recent, and that, go ahead and explain, why did you decide, or how did you guys make the decision to open the gifts the way you did, you and Lisa?
Well, I think the thing is, Eli got a lot of people that love him, and so he ends up getting a lot of gifts for his birthday. And because of that, he ends up like, he'll play with some stuff, and then after that, like in 2 days, like he's done with it. Like he's not playing with it for a while, And he'll circle back eventually. But depending on what the thing is, like sometimes he'll circle back and he might not, or you might have to coax him into playing with it. But so for your gift, the robot, we decided, we were like, you know what? Not to give him all of his birthday gifts at once. So that way he could fully experience and fully appreciate all of that. So, this weekend we were like, yo, let's give him candies this weekend. We're like, all right, he'll like it. So we did, and he was super excited about it, and he played with it, and he was on that joint all day Sunday. He was playing with that. He went all day Sunday, woke up Monday morning, yesterday morning, playing with that thing again, playing with it today. So, yeah, man, he was super excited. He loved it.
Well, that's cool. I think those are some interesting perspectives and decisions that parents make, and I think they're smart, because, like you say, kids would play with toys real quick and then forget about it, and you're like, "What?"
Yeah.
And have too many toys and have too many things. Why not just make it a whole year experience? I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. So we try to do things like that to maximize, his stuff. Especially because he's a kid that loves to get gifts. He's like me. He loves gifts. And so I'm like, okay, we'll spread it out.
He loves gifts, kid. Yeah. Well, good job, Mom and Dad.
Appreciate y'all.
Good job.
So today we're going to be talking about a fun topic. Today we're going to talk about what it's like growing up with Haitian parents. I think growing up with Haitian parents is very entertaining. Definitely not for the week. Definitely not for the week. If you think growing up with siblings, if you have siblings, growing up with siblings is also not for the week. But they're growing up with foreign parents, especially Haitian parents. So I got 3 points when it comes to growing up. My first point when it comes to growing up with Haitian parents is Haitian parents will lie to you.
Oh, yes. All the time.
Haitian parents will lie to you.
Let me hold your money. I hold it for you.
Yeah. I'll save your little kid. I'll save it for
money.
You.
I put it in
and then
my
when you ask for your money, what money?
What money?
What are you talking about? They would straight jack your bread.
What money? Oh, I don't have your money.
No.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, the $5 I got, and you said you was gonna hold it for me. You're gonna save it for me. Look at you sideways.
Well, look at you crazy, and be like, "Oh, look, he's talking about," and you'll be like, So one of the things that I remember vividly, I don't know why it came to me this week, but every so often I think about it, especially when I'm driving. I remember being a kid driving with mom and dad, and I remember us driving from Deerfield to Fort Lauderdale on the highway, and being in the back seat, and I flipped the light switch on inside the car. The light that tell you that your door's open. I switch it off, and I remember Dad freaking out. Who turned on the light? Who turned on the light? Like going off and shutting it off, and being like, "You will get a ticket if the light is on, and like that dome light, the reading light, whatever, whichever light, whatever that. What is that light called? Y'all know what it's called? Is it the
car light?
Dome light. Dome light.
But I remember Dad saying, like, you know what, you will get a ticket, telling us that we would get a ticket, that it was illegal to drive with that light on. And I'm like, all right. And I remember growing up my whole life thinking like, yo, you can't drive with that light on. You can't drive with that light on.
Who told you that you can?
Everybody say that you can now. It's a
Who's
lie.
everybody?
The world.
At night?
At night, yeah, at night. All it is you can just see in the car. My neighbor told me he's a police officer. He's like, no, that's not illegal. You could drive
Maybe
with this.
now.
I don't think back in the day it was illegal. I think you might get pulled over because they see you acting crazy in your car, because they can see inside your car.
Let me Google it.
Or
but
maybe
I don't think that was necessarily a lie. I think he may have genuinely believed that himself.
Correct.
I don't think that was. It may have not been true, but I don't think he was lying to you.
Yeah, I don't think he was lying. He truly believed that. So someone, or he learned that from somewhere, and it was I guess, cultural understanding, maybe, that don't drive like that. You will get a ticket.
Yeah, possibly. And so there's another thing that they would do. And sometimes I think they would lie about it. Sometimes it would be true. But I think oftentimes it would be a lie.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Not to interrupt you, but I did Google it.
Okay, what
and
it says?
Google says, no, driving with interior lights on isn't directly illegal in most places, but it is highly discouraged and can get you pulled over for distracted driving.
And bang. And nowadays. This is nowadays.
Is simply having the interior lights on while driving illegal? No. However, it can cause other reasons for you to get pulled over, and potentially you could get a ticket. You know what I'm saying? Like if your license is expired, or the officer finds another reason to give you a ticket.
Oh yeah, they're gonna look for a reason to pull you over.
Correct.
No, that was their reason to pull you over. They'll look for another reason to give you a citation.
Give you a ticket, right? So exactly. So, but it is highly discouraged and can get you pulled over for distracted driving, impaired vision, or unsafe operation, as it reduces your ability to see outside. But for all those reasons, if you're driving with your interior lights on, the officer will use that as a reason to pull you over, and then potentially find another reason to give you a ticket.
Okay.
Well, thank you, fact checker Marjorie.
Indubitably.
Carfax. But another thing I felt like they used to do that I felt like was a lie, and tell me, I think this might be directly inherently like to Haitians, is when we tell your mom, hey man, I'm about to go somewhere, you're like, taking your rev. I had a dream.
No, you can't go. You can't go.
You can't go. Nah. Where you going? Who you going with? Nah, you can't go.
I had a dream. No.
But you know what? Sometimes those dreams are true.
No, that's what I say.
Sometimes, but they misuse it as a means to keep you home.
When they try to weaponize it.
I remember one time, Dad had a dream, and it was during the summertime. I was in summer school. I was in a basketball camp. Mark went to summer school just to go, because sometimes we just go to summer school just to go. It was something to do.
Yeah, nothing else to do.
I can't remember where Marjorie was. Maybe in daycare, probably. And it was the last day of summer school, and Dad had a dream, and he said it was a bad dream that Mark got hurt. So he said, Mark, or like he got in a fight or something. He said, Mark, you're not going to school on the last day. Mark, stay home. I went to school on the last day. I came home with a bloody nose.
Mercy.
Dang.
I had I've never in my life had an incident like that. I freaked out. I was taking a basketball class. I played basketball in high school. And so during the summers, we would just register for basketball. We would do basketball camp and stuff. And we were actually playing a game, a scrimmage, and a girl just hit me in the face with her hand by accident. And so I was like, "Oh man, that hurt." And I'm closing my eyes, and my hands in my face is in my hands. I'm like, "Oh, it hurt, it hurt." I opened my eyes, my hand full of blood. I saw that. I said, "Oh my god!" I started freaking out.
Oh
Blood coming down my nose, and I remember blood on my clothes and everything. And then went home, and of course, it stopped. They took care of it and went home and told mom and dad. They're like, "Oh." I don't know which of them had the dream, but they were like, "Oh, that was for Candy, not for Mark." They kept Mark home. They should have kept
me home. I missed out on my experience, because Candy was supposed to stay home.
I was supposed to stay home. So it be happening sometime. But I think also there's some Haitians, they will weaponize. Oh, I had
of course.
Dream.
Absolutely.
Some Haitians, I feel like mom and dad will weaponize it.
I don't know if I've ever seen them do that.
Because we follow direction, and then they're like, "No, you not doing it." And then
I do it anyway.
Oh,
I think that's the point that Mark is making.
Exactly. You do it anyway, and nothing will happen or whatever. You do it behind their back, and they're like,
I don't think I've ever did something that they felt so strongly because they had a dream. Don't do it. They may just say, "Don't do it," but they can't give me a reason why. And I don't think I've ever had them to say, "Oh, because I had a dream." Now, I have seen different reactions of people online who say their parents said that, but I wasn't the type to be going out late at night anyway. Mark,
so what happened with you, Mark?
I mean, I've had times going out with my friends or just doing stuff, and then
what kind of stuff?
Like, do you have a particular instance?
Please share. The people want to know.
A particular instance.
Going to the club?
Doing hood rat things with your hood rat friends?
I mean, I did do hood rat things with my hood rat friends. I think after maybe it was like in a high school. I feel like maybe in high school there was something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but there was times mom and dad would tell me, "Nah, I don't do that. I've had a dream. I had a dream. Don't do something." I remember in college, mom and dad would call and be like, "Hey, I had a dream. If you had a pencil from somebody, don't give it back. Don't take nothing from nobody."
Yes, I can attest to that, where they're just kind of like, "Hey, I had a dream that, something happened or this happened. Be careful. Don't do this and don't do that. I had a dream, something happened." Yeah. But I don't think I can necessarily say I had a instance where it's like I'm trying to do something and they were heavily convicted, like, "Hey, I just had a dream," and nah.
It was so for me, it was never an instance where they're like, "Yo, I just had this dream. Don't do this." Like they came to me in the morning, like, kind of like how Kendi was saying, like, "Yo, I had a dream. You're not going to go to school today because I had a dream." That's something. It was usually everything is fine or whatever. Oh, I remember. There was one time I was trying to go play basketball. I wanted to go to the park. I was like, "Oh, the middle school. Oh, maybe I was in high school." I was like, "Mom, hey, I want to go to the park. I want to go play basketball. I got some friends. I want to go play basketball over there." And I was like, "Why? What you want to go play basketball over there?" I'm like, "I'm trying to go play ball with my friends." My mom was like, "No, you can't go." I'm like, "Why can't I go?" "Because I said so." And then we going back and forth. And then she was like, "I had a dream."
Lies.
Like, you had no dream. You weren't even thinking about that until I said, "Let me go play basketball."
Yeah, no.
That is too
I
funny.
think that's a lie. That was her trying to convince you not to go.
And granted, mom and dad, they never let us go out. It was like, y'all gonna play in the backyard or y'all gonna stay in this house, but y'all not coming out these streets.
Yeah, we put this concrete slab in the backyard with a basketball hoop. You play in the back. I think they were just very protective and wanting to
Mm-hmm.
be safe, and they didn't want us to be hood rats with our hood rat friends
Or
outside
get
the house
kidnapped.
or get kidnapped or run away.
Marjorie ran away.
Ah, I didn't say nothing.
Marjorie.
Yup.
Marjorie ran away.
Who did I run away from?
I don't know.
Who did I run away from? That's the
The
question.
house.
I don't know.
No.
The house.
You ran away from-
No.
You left the house.
Who did I
Who
run
left?
away from in the house?
Mom and dad wasn't there. I was
Okay,
there.
and who was?
I don't know.
Because the person real quiet all of a
Were
sudden.
you there, Mark?
I think
Exactly.
so.
Mark wasn't there.
No, I
Mark
was
wasn't
there when Marjorie. I was there when Marjorie ran away. She took her backpack and went down the street.
I don't know. And then
Yeah.
I
what
don't
did you?
remember being there.
No, I don't think you
No,
were
Mark
there.
was not there.
I was there. I remember vividly.
What
Marjorie
happened
took her-
afterwards? What happened then?
Try to remember. Marjorie took her backpack. She went down. Maybe Marjorie ran away more than once.
You're right. Marjorie's a habitual runaway or runaway.
Maybe
I was not a
Marjorie-
runaway kid. I was not a runaway
Maybe
kid.
I remember one time Marjorie ran away and she went out the house. She went to the right. So she went down Tennessee Ave. She went and she walked down Tennessee Ave. And I think she made it to like the neighbor's house and went down and almost to the end of the neighbor's house. And I was like, hey, get back, bring your tail back over here.
Oh,
I went
that's
and
me
got her.
with you.
I know I was there for that one.
Oh,
I remember-
probably. See, the way y'all treat me got me want to run away from home.
So you did
Get outta
this
here.
twice, Marjorie.
Tell me your
You ran
story,
away
Candy.
from-
So
Mark?
one time I was running away from Mark, and one time I was running away from Candy. I ain't never run away from my parents.
Let
I
me
ain't
tell
never
you,
run away from my parents.
What was
Girl,
what was the
this girl-
situation?
Marjorie had all this mouth. She gonna leave. She gonna leave. I said, then leave then. She said, walk out the house. She crossed the street. I'm like, she ain't gonna go nowhere. Marjorie's in elementary school now.
Mind
yeah.
you, I have been walking home by myself,
Right.
so it's
So,
not like I
but
wasn't
still-
unfamiliar with the streets.
But still, I'm the older sibling. She crossed the street, like across Tennessee Avenue. And then that next block, she went and turned right down the street. I can't remember what that street was called. I said, this
Wyoming?
girl don't. I said, not all
I
the way
didn't.
to
I
your
think
bus
you
stop.
thought I crossed that street, but I
I'm telling you
didn't.
what
I
I
went to
thought.
Long Island.
I thought Marjorie turned. I said, this girl done lost her mind. I didn't have shoes on my feet because I'm just standing there in the garage just watching her. Girl, you gonna come back? Marjorie trying to prove she big and bad. I said,
Because
this girl done
I
lost her
was.
mind. This girl done lost her mind. So
Hot
I ran
mess.
in the house, got my shoes, and went to go grab her. I went down the block. I don't see her. I made a right down that
Because
street.
I went to Long Island, so I didn't
didn't
make a
know.
right on that second street. I made it to
You-
the third street, which was Long
So
Island.
what
and
Marjorie,
made that
what
right.
Marjorie probably did was she got to that street, she turned right to cross the street, like probably like on the pave, like going through
Right.
the driveway.
On the sidewalk, yeah.
So when
Probably.
you saw
Because
her
I
go
obey
there,
traffic laws, so I'm staying on the sidewalk.
get out of here.
I ran
She's
into
a
the
runner.
house
She's a track star.
and I went
She
down
gonna
and
run
I made
away
a
when
right.
they get tired.
I'm looking for Marjorie. I don't see Marjorie. I go all the way down the street to Indiana. Or what's the street, the long street that come from Publix? Is that Indiana or Long Island?
Oh,
I don't know
that's
what the
not
name, but I
Long
know what street you're talking about.
I walked all the way down there, turned
To go get
around
her.
to come up Jackson Boulevard to come
Mhm.
back to Tennessee Avenue. Where's Marjorie? By the time I make it to Tennessee Avenue, my heart is pick it. Because I thought I lost Marjorie. I thought Marjorie got kidnapped. Because I told Marjorie, "Good, you think you big and bad?
No, my-
And now you
Now
like,
I
mom
know
and dad
why.
gonna kill you. Mom and dad gonna
Me, dad, kill me dead." I'm like, what am I gonna do? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I walk back in the house, go in the room. Who's sitting there watching TV like nothing happened? Marjorie, I said, I know you. I was a Haitian parent that day. I sure did. Girl, you don't understand. Like, what do I tell mom and dad? I'm thinking of this as I'm walking back to the house. So I had to have walked maybe 15, 20 minutes. I don't know. I am like, what am I going to tell them? Where do I go? I need to call the police. So I'm coming home so I can do what I got to do. This girl watching TV. Like she ain't
But
do nothing.
guess what? She ain't never tell me, I bet you won't again.
I bet you won't do it again.
Boy. I was a Haitian parent that day. I was like, no, you ain't gonna do this to me. The way my eye, woo. Yes, that was something else about Haitian parents. I became one that day. But anyway.
So my other thing is about growing up with Haitian parents is Haitian parents are so dramatic. Of the most. So I remember on our sibling.
I mean, Haitians are dramatic, period. Right?
I'm about to say, what did I just do? What did I just do? I was dramatic.
No, but that's only. But I feel like you get that from your parents. You get that from your parents.
Even just the way you just talk, but you get that from your parents.
Get out here.
That was so Haitian right there. Oh,
Listen, nah, man.
And the sound effects. Beam, 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 beam.
That's my third one. That was my third one. That was my third point. Is the Haitians are king of the sound effects.
Yes. Dramatic and all the sound effects. Haitians will always tell you a story with 65% of the story being sound effects.
No, oh yeah. You know, boy, I went over there and I see the car said beep. And then when you hear the boy, and the balaji blow. You're gonna be like, what? You're gonna be like,
but you understood everything. You understood everything they were describing.
They're gonna add all the sound effects to everything. You know, you over here, oh Marjorie, oh mom and dad will do that to me. Mark, make sure you wear a hat to cover your head. Make sure you're gonna get sick. You're gonna go kehek.
Not the kehek. But you know what? And everybody grew up with their parents saying kehek. We can say that to any of our Haitian friends. Like, yeah, you about to get that kehek. They be like, nah. I ain't trying to get that kehek.
I'm about to drink my tea. My tea, ginger tea.
I'm getting, you know what I'm saying? Every Haitian kid knows what kehek means.
Exactly. Yep.
Exactly, man. I think especially,
but they ain't nothing like it, man. It's absolutely hilarious, man. To be Haitian is to know all of those different things growing up.
I remember being a kid, and then since we're talking about it being cold today, and mom and dad would be because they were afraid of us getting sick, so because they didn't want us to get sick. I remember going to school. It was probably 70 degrees. 68, 70 degrees. It's a little chilly, but it's not, but it ain't nothing crazy. Mom bought me this red and cream bubble jacket.
Come on, but I think I remember that bubble jacket.
Big old red and cream bubble jacket, got you thinking it's probably like 30 degrees outside. And
I bet you wish you had that bubble jacket this morning.
I wish I had it this morning. This morning I did. It was but I needed it. Growing up in Fort Lauderdale, you didn't need no bubble jacket.
But you know what? That was a thing because everybody had a bubble jacket. It wasn't just a Haitian thing. I remember in high school, or maybe it was middle school, at the bus stop, we all had big bubble jackets, and we weren't Haitian. It was Jamaicans, Haitian, and I'm trying to remember who else, American. That was the thing. It was cold. You wore your bubble jacket. I remember that
thing. Mom and dad used to put me in that thing. I'm like, Mom, it's not that cold.
Was it a 49ers jacket? I feel like it was a 49ers jacket.
Nah, mine wasn't a 49ers because she got it from the swap shop. It was the sleeves. I remember that jacket vividly. It was a red and cream jacket. The sleeves had a zipper, so I could unzip the sleeves and make
wear
it
like a vest.
I could, if I wanted to. But Mom would make me wear that thing to the bus stop, and all the kids would pick on me.
Really?
Heck yes. Heck yeah, man. What? They would pick on me for my jacket. They were like, hey, Eskimo man.
Come on, man, really?
What? Come out there with this big old looking like the tire guy, man, just out here just walking with this big old bubble jacket to the bus stop, and it's only like 70 degrees. Like a little, like I just need a little jacket on, and I'm straight.
Like, nah, I don't think mom would have made you wear that bubble jacket for 70
yes,
degrees.
They would. Yes, they would. In South Florida, I mean, I look at it now, they're like, oh, we don't want you to get sick. We ain't got no health insurance. We not trying to take you to no doctor or nothing. So, hey, feel a little cold, put this thing on.
Shoot, ain't gonna be no cat over here, boy.
Because think about it back then, I don't think, like, it was either 0 or 100. Like, mom didn't buy us like a little small jacket or a little a little cardigan or a little. It was like
I had small jackets.
I never had small jackets. All my jackets.
Yeah, because you needed those for when you say small jacket, what are we talking about? 'Cause I remember I used to always go to school with a jacket on because the classrooms were cold. Were
but Mark, cold. You had a windbreaker. I remember a windbreaker. Now Mark was a boy.
I had 1 year. I had the windbreaker because mom brought me these. It was a sweatpants. It was a sweatpants, and it was a sweatpants matching.
Oh, so you had a sweatsuit?
I had a sweatsuit. So 1 year when I was in elementary, I had a matching jacket. The jacket had like a football, a basketball.
Was it one of those sweatsuits that go?
Of course, you already know, baby. It's the 90s.
The windbreaker.
What's that, like vinyl? What kind of material?
I don't know what that material was.
I still got one. I still got mine.
Oh, you 90s. Do from high school basketball.
Right in my closet right now.
Can you put that thing on? Go.
Nah, them things are tights now. It's too small for me. Ain't no space
for it.
You
can fit the jacket. You can fit the jacket.
Gonna be mad tight. No, man. Mom made me wear. I used to wear that jacket. Sometimes I wear that jacket. I started wearing it, then I didn't want to wear it because I thought it looked very kiddish because they had like the sports, like football, basketball, and a baseball bat on the back. I was like, oh, this look kind of like real kiddish, like I'm 8 years old.
Oh, so how old were you then?
I was like in 5th grade.
So 9, 10. Looking like you 8 years old.
12. I was like 12.
Not in the 5th
grade. You were not 12.
You were not 12 in the 5th grade.
I'm not 12 in the 5th grade?
No.
How old you are?
10.
No.
Yes. 10.
If you 10, okay.
At most, you
10?
are.
And then how old?
Turning 11.
The 6th grade.
And then how old? So 10 turning 11. Okay. So then 11 turning 12. 12 turning 13. 13 turning 14. Okay. And then high school will be 14 turning 15.
Yep.
Okay. 10 turning 11. So I was like 11 then. I was 11. Remember, I had an early birthday. So I was 11 years old then.
Yeah. If you're in 5th grade and it's after your birthday, because your birthday is in September, you were 11. But you started off 5th grade at the age of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I got it in 5th grade. I was already 10 years old. So when I got that, and so
I look like an 8-year-old. You only 10.
That's a big difference. First of all,
that's how it be though when you're younger.
That's a big difference.
It is.
You talking about 10 and 8? That's 5th grade and 3rd grade. That's a big difference.
It is. It is, especially when you're in it.
The 5th grader, especially. I was about to be in middle school. What you talking about?
Talking about 3rd grade.
And you got me out here getting picked on for all these other different things, man. I ain't trying to get picked on for my jacket, so I stopped wearing that thing. You know.
But yeah, man, those were some really hilarious things. You know, what's also a good point or something I remember growing up Haitian.
Yeah,
mom would always say, "Babozum, you know, I don't give you no friends."
Oh yeah.
Okay. I give you no friends. You have no friends at school, okay? You go to school, you do your work, that's it. I give you no friends. I'd be like, what kind of sense that make? Of course you didn't give me friends. I make my own friends. Why I can't have friends?
I didn't send you to school for friends.
Exactly.
Yeah, I didn't send you to school for friends. I send you to school to do your work.
Exactly. Nah, that's how they roll.
And sometimes I remember, especially being a teenager, and as a teenager, you start to feel yourself or you start asking questions. Mom was quick to tell me, "Pagin twagumun nakaila." The gamun kinakaila, meaning there are only 2 adults in the house. There are not 3. I was like, oh, you will remind me. Mm,
She said,
I
"Get your
can't
mind right. Get your mind
Come
right."
on,
I
get your
can't check.
mind
I
right.
can't. Only 2 adults in the house, not 3.
And I think one of the things that I missed, I felt like because I don't know, because they were Haitian, like I think they were so afraid of
The
all
unknown.
they the unknown, and I feel like they go off of what they saw on TV. So they would do the generalization and the stereotypes,
I mean,
Of what?
absolutely.
of people. So it's
Of
like
any and everything.
if I had a friend that had braids in their hair, now it's gonna be who I had a friend that had braids. I remember I had a friend, he came with braids. I'm like, Konya, you got friends with braids. Now you wap no gang, Konya, wap a gang. Konya, what no gang, Konya. Okay, okay, but well, paki the police will let call I'm like,
Yeah.
don't let the police call the house for you, Mark. I'm like, come on, friend, got braids.
Is it the braids?
Is it the braid?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
They
think
would be
that's a
very
lot
dramatic.
with foreign or immigrant parents who
Mhm.
felt that way. I don't know if it's television, because most of the times they're not watching a lot of television to consume that.
Not
I
necessarily like television, but let me say not TV shows maybe necessary, but like even just like on the news. If you see somebody on the
Right.
news who got arrested and they look a certain way, they're gonna generalize. Or even if
Or
they are watching like a sitcom, like for example, mom and dad, they're familiar with shows like Martin. So if they saw somebody on Martin who looked a little crazy, even though they're laughing along, they get the comedy behind it.
Yeah.
That's still, is implanted in their mind. Like, oh, this is the type of person they look like this that do these kind of activities.
I think also watching the news is kind of big in immigrant cultures. So I think
Yeah.
Mhm.
watching the news or getting the tea from other people about their kids. Oh, did you hear about this person kid? They got
Yep.
braids and they got caught up in the gang. I think it was a lot more of communal influence about what somebody else's
Absolutely.
kids were doing, what they look like, what their friends were doing, and they would talk all of that. I think a
and
lot of that
I think,
happened.
and they would in that's what I'm looking for. They will associate, that it's like, oh, okay, so if you are doing this, then that mean, and you have this, that mean like, oh, okay, that's what it looks like now, and so anybody that has this is automatically doing that.
Right.
Right.
And then
And
these days it's
Right.
on a whole nother level with WhatsApp. Baby.
Baby.
Everything on WhatsApp.
they can't
Sending on WhatsApp.
they can't
Z.
decipher. They can't decipher.
Listen,
They too old,
you
man.
might as well say WhatsApp was kind of like AI before AI. You can't believe it, baby. You can't believe everything
Listen,
Everything is on
in here on WhatsApp.
listen. They get on WhatsApp and somebody is sending a message. Everything is the mark. If the mark of the beast.
No, let me tell you. I think it was our aunt actually who said this. I can't remember who it was, but I think it was our aunt talking about bras. Like push-up bras. Now push-up bras, they would have like a gel. If it wasn't padding, there would be like a gel in it. And there was somebody who put
well, not
video
yet.
who put a video where she like cut open the push-up bra and it was like pushing out the gel. It was like, look, you see, this is what's causing cancer. This is what's causing cancer. And all the women, okay, man, gare pou we, c'est comme ça y a fait nous gain cancer. Okay, don't wear these. And I was just like,
ma'am,
that's like that's some conspiracy that you are now revealing. This is like a push-up bra situation.
That's another thing. Haitians are big conspiracy theorists.
I mean, not just Haitians. A lot of people are big.
A lot of people are.
No, they are, but I'm just saying, like, we Haitian, so
And I
Absolutely, absolutely.
and we have every reason to have those thoughts and beliefs because of how we have been cultured in our country. Haitians just don't
Because
trust
of our
anybody,
history.
yeah, no, they don't.
meaning dictators, people who say they're going to do this and they do something different, people who come and take over. And so you don't just trust everybody. You don't trust the government. You don't trust people.
You don't trust things at face value.
Yeah, nah,
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
You don't trust anybody. If somebody give you a cup of water, don't drink it. If somebody give you a pencil, give you a don't trust it. If somebody
Did y'all see
gives
the
you
video? Did y'all see the video of the girl of there's these girls that I think she did it to her Haitian parents. A couple of people did it to their Haitian parents, where they'll go bring their parents a cup of water and they'll put a spoon in it and they'll stir it.
no.
Yes, the girl. I remember that. This girl, she did it to her grandmother. That was when I watched. She got a cup of water. She was, stirring it, and then she was just like, "Oh man, grandma, well," and she was like, "What? What you mean? What you mean? Drink it?" And she's like, "Oh, just drink it. Just drink it."
I
And
brought
then
you
it was
some.
so
I brought you
funny because
some.
the
You know
grandma
you
was
was
just like,
thirsty.
"Okay, you know what? Ma well. Si on bagay passe mi," she was saying her daughter's name. Like, say if I was saying Candy, oh, Candy a manjou. Deja kon sa. Ya manjou sans sel. I bust out laughing.
Say she gonna eat her without salt. Candy gonna eat you without salt. Don't worry about it, man. She gonna gobble
She was
you
saying
up.
that your mama gonna eat you. Well, eat you up if you hate. I don't know. I don't know if you need a
Ya
translator.
manjou. Deja konen. Ya
Manjou.
manjou sans sel.
They got them sayings, man. They got them sayings. They
Haitian
got them
parents.
sayings, man. Them Haitian sayings. That's like the boy. You live in a Haitian household, you gonna get them saying wap con George.
Yeah.
Not just a Haitian household. Even if you go to a Haitian church, you remember us growing up, and there would be an elder who would always say something crazy on the stage. You'd be like, "What?" I remember. I'm trying to remember the phrase this one elder would say, and people, all the kids were like, "You know what he said?" Tet tet. Oh man. Oh, what is it? Tet kokole or tet? I don't.
What? What?
It was something. It was something. Tet kokole, tet something. He said something, and we were like, "What did he say?" And because in our church you have people from different areas of Haiti, and so there are different jargons that are used, and you would hear people who say this certain slang word in their community to describe something, and people are not everyone is familiar with it. So when it is said, people start laughing like, what? And so you will hear all kinds of expressions and words that you just don't like. Wow, really?
And everything is funnier in Creole. Everything is funnier in Creole.
Everything. Because I think in Creole, growing up in a Haitian household, you will find the words, and the words don't mean it's not like the direct translation.
You don't have that same emphasis.
Yeah. So if you say the direct translation, you're gonna be like, that don't make sense.
Right.
But in Creole, but it's like a slang, because it's like I'm saying this, but it means something else. So like I remember being in church and they'll be preaching in Creole, and then a person will come up and somebody be preaching in English, and they have to translate it, and they'll use an English phrase, and they'll be like, how do I say that in Creole? Like, I don't like, to get those nuances, or even vice versa. Sometimes they'll try to translate the English for us kids when they're preaching in Creole, and they'll say something, and they'll be like, dang, how do I think? What's the English translation to this?
Right,
like, doesn't really translate.
Yeah.
But listen, man, growing up with Haitian parents, it's definitely an experience. I can tell you that. And I don't know if I would necessarily trade it. I don't think I would.
No, definitely. One of the things that you get with Haitian parents, you get that every Haitian knows when you have a Haitian parent, 90% of them are living by the 3 L's.
L'école.
Oh, I'm gonna say l'église.
L'école,
la
caille.
L'église, l'école, la caille. That's the only 3 places you're allowed to go. You're allowed to go to church, school, and and home. Those are the
Yeah.
That's
places you
right.
like. That's where
And
you
that's
go.
why you couldn't go play basketball with your hood rat friends because it didn't fall under
Listen,
the 3 L's. I don't know
That's
why
it.
you were surprised.
That's
and
it.
maybe and because my friends have braids and dreadlocks, they get Chevy French fries,
Chevy French
Chevy
fries,
mop.
Ted Mop.
Ted
Oh,
Bob. Ted
I
Bob.
don't know why you were surprised.
Mm. And then
Oh
a same
no.
mom would tell me, "Show me your friends, I show you who you are."
hmm
Yes, that's what she used
You
to
better, well,
tell
my
me.
friends, they got dreads and they make straight A's. So I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
I know, right?
Birds of a feather flock together.
My friends graduated high school, no problem. I barely graduated, when I was graduating.
I don't know what you're trying to tell me.
You trying to tell
Mercy.
me?
You need to
I
change
mean?
your friends.
I'm over here with a brush cut, and my friends with the dreads and the braids got better grades than I do. So what you trying to
Mercy.
say?
You need to do
Mhm.
better. Do better.
I should have grew my hair out. That's what I should have did.
That was gonna help you. That was gonna help you with your classes.
Help me with my
I'm
glasses.
gonna count my dreads on my math test. I'm like, okay,
Oh,
one,
Have mercy.
not
Have
using
mercy.
your dreads, your locks for your math test. Well, with that being said, we grow together.
We laugh together.
always one get it.
Yeah.
Bye. Dead wet.
It went.